Hi everyone, this tutorial will show you how to install ISET on Windows 11 using the Windows subsystem for Linux. And for that we are going to need these two files over here. The first one, this one, is actually a zipped folder containing all the files you need to run ISET. And the second one is the PDF version of this tutorial, which should be more up to date. So if you run into any issue, please refer to this document. It might be helpful. So that's it. Let's get started. The first thing we need to do is to enable WSL because it's not enabled by default on Windows 11. And we need to open the Windows terminal to do that. And open the Windows terminal by right-clicking here on the Windows menu and looking for terminal. There are two options. Please select this one that says administrator. So click on it. And once we are in the terminal, we can type the following command: wsl-install. This command will download, install, and enable WSL. And it will take a few minutes, so please be patient. Hit enter and wait a little bit. So if everything goes well, you're going to see this message saying the operation completed successfully, and it will ask you to reboot your system. So I'm going to restart my system, and I'll pause the video and I'll come back later. Okay, so we are back and we need to open the terminal again. So right click on the start menu, select terminal, and make sure you select the admin option. Here we want to check if the WSL installation has also installed any Linux distribution. The command to check that information is wsl-list. As you can see, I don't have any distribution available, so I want to install one. If you see Ubuntu listed here, you don't need to do the next step, all right? So I don't have it, I need to install it. The command is wsl install Ubuntu. Oops. Once again, you don't need to do anything, just wait a few seconds. Okay, so our Linux distribution is available. Now we can close this window. And if we look for WSL in our system, now we are going to find this new application here. Let's start it up. So Windows will set up our Linux machine for us. The only thing we need to provide is our username. I will select a username here, and I will also type a password. And if you get this message, it is because everything went well. This is the basic information about your Linux machine, which means our Linux machine is ready, but we still need to set up our ISET executable in it. So I will minimize this terminal window and I will open the ISET zipped folder. Here I will copy this folder, and now that WSL is enabled, there is this new Linux option here. Click on it, go to your Ubuntu machine, home folder, and then your username. And I will paste the ISET. So, all right, here I can go into the ISET folder. There are a few files available here, but I will focus on the executable folder to show you the TCL ISET. This is actually the ISET executable, and even though it is available in our Linux machine, the Linux system doesn't know this is an executable, so we need to fix that. So I will go back to the terminal, and as you can see, the TCL ISET is inside the executable folder, which is inside the ISET folder, in our user folder. Here, you can type pwd to see in which directory you are currently on. I am in my user directory. If I type ls to list all the files available here, I will see the ISET folder. If you want to go into a folder in your Linux machine, you can type cd and the name of your folder or directory. And I want to go to ISET and then executable. If I type ls again to list the files available, I will confirm that TCL ISET is here. To set it as an executable, the command is sudo chmod plus x and the name of the file. All right. You're going to need your password, and if you type ls again, you're going to notice that TCL ISET color has changed, right? This means that now Linux knows this is an executable file. And that's all you need. Your TCL ISET executable is set up. It should be working. So I will close this window. And now I will demonstrate how to run a simulation on ISET to also test if our environment is working as it should. So whenever you're going to run your simulation, open WSL, it will always open in your user folder, and every time you need to use ISET, you're going to go to the ISET folder, and there is this file called isetconf.sh. You always need to run it before running your simulation, and to do that, you're going to type source./iset and type enter. The first time you run it, it's going to ask you to change the permission of some libraries. Just type enter a few times. And if you see this screen, it means everything went well and you can now run your simulation. I'll go back here to the File Explorer. I'll go to the ISET folder. There are a few examples here. I'll go in this folder. I will run the first example. I would recommend you to run all the examples available, all right? So I'm here, I'll go to examples and the first example. Here there are two files. To run an ISET simulation, you're going to type ISET and then the name of the TCL file is this. Once you type enter, ISET is going to load up and it's going to run your simulation. If you got this message saying that simulation finished with no errors, it means your ISET system is working